All right, I'm just going to share my screen really quick. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about creating content that doesn't suck on your social media. So last week we talked about building your social media following, and your social media following is truly everything in your business. Your social media is your storefront. We talked about that last week. We talked about how, sharing little bits of value, sharing little bits of who you are and what you stand for throughout the day is important. And that's because through your social media, you're earning the right to ask for people's business. Like, you don't have the right to ask for anything from anyone unless you are showing them, look, this is something that I can help you with. This is something that I have already added value to your life. Like when we do free groups, we add value to their lives, and then we say, hey, I've added this value to your life. Would you like to participate in my paid, challenge group? And earning people's trust is super important when it comes to earning the right to ask for their business. So that takes consistency, it takes confidence, it takes owning your title as Beachbody coach, right? So we all want to be successful, but the way that we do that is through consistency. And even in the team page earlier today, we talked a little bit about consistency and drive in your Beachbody business. But so when you are building your credibility, you'll increase your influence. When you increase your influence, you'll increase your following. And then when you have your following, you need to learn how to post well to keep them engaged, to show them the things that you have to offer to them. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So something that's super, super important in your posting on social media is finding a balance between talking about Beachbody and talking about what you have to offer and talking about the coaching opportunity. And then on the other side of that, being real and, talking about your life and sharing about the things that you do today, day to day. But what I see happening in many cases is either one of two things. Either coaches get super excited and they start sharing just like Beachbody, everything. And they're, sharing their Shakeology selfies, and then they're sharing their workout, and then they're sharing about the coaching opportunity. And then they wake up tomorrow and they share their workout selfie, and then they share their Shakeology selfie, and then they talk about the business opportunity. And they're just so excited, and PIO and 21-day fix and 22-minute hardcore and core to force and all of these Beachbody things. And they are so excited about Beachbody that they forget to talk about their own life. They forget to share about, about who they are and the things that they actually have to share with people. And then on the other side of this, you have people who are sharing too much about their life and not enough about Beachbody and their coaching journey. And nobody actually knows they're a coach. So both of these are problems, because think about this. Okay. How do you feel about the people, not going to name any names, but the people out there who are, just spamming you constantly with pictures of the product that they're, offering? It's super annoying, right? Like, nobody wants to be that person. You block that person, you unfollow that person. But when you are offering something that is as high quality as we have to offer, we can't do that kind of stuff, because it damages our credibility. It damages the credibility of the company. And think about this, okay? What if somebody out there desperately needs what you have to offer, okay? I'm going to change my slide here. What if somebody desperately needs what you have to offer? They have 100 pounds to lose. Their nutrition is a mess. They're addicted to Diet Coke, and they are on the verge of, having diabetes because their diet is so bad. They desperately need what you have to offer, and they're watching you on social media, and they are seeing what you're doing. They see your workouts, they see your Shakeology selfie, but they have no idea that you're a Beachbody coach, because you're not sharing what you have to offer. You're sharing what you're doing, but you're not sharing what you have to offer. How dare you deprive them of your greatness? Don't you dare do that. They need to know that you have something to offer to them. Ultimately, if you don't do that, ultimately they're either never going to get going, or they're going to find somebody else to coach them who's not going to be as good of a fit for them as you would be. So don't you deprive them of your greatness. You are going to learn tonight how to share quality content with them that will actually engage them. So let's talk about this. So number one with sharing on your social media is consistency. I know that I've used this word like 17 times already in this call, but consistency is so important. You must post 3 to 5 times per day on your social media, period. And here's why. Anytime you post something on your social media, there are algorithms that decide who gets to see what you post in their newsfeed. So anytime you post, Facebook says, I think I'm going to put it in, Amy's newsfeed, and I think I'm going to put it in Karen's newsfeed, and I think I'm going to put it in, Jalissa's newsfeed, but I'm not going to put it in Jennifer's newsfeed. I'm only going to put it in these guys' newsfeed because I don't think Jennifer would care about it. So, but here's the thing, the more clicks you get when people are scrolling on their phone and they stop and read your post and they click on it to read the rest, that's good for your Facebook algorithm, your standing. When they like it, when they comment on it, and especially when they share it, Facebook decides that they think that you're awesome and they share your stuff with more people. And then on top of that, the more private messages you send, the more those people will see your posts. So if you are trying to engage with someone, you think they'd be an excellent Beachbody coach, but you know that they're not seeing your stuff, send them a private message and just start a conversation with them. Talk to them. Go like and comment on some of their stuff. And then they'll start seeing more of your stuff. So the more traffic you get to your stuff, the more the rest of your posts will show up in people's news feeds. And then on the other side of that, when people are scrolling and they stop, or when people are scrolling and they scroll past your post, that makes your standing less in Facebook's algorithm. So that damages your Facebook standing. So I just wanted to give you a quick side note with a couple of tricks to get your stuff to show up in more people's news feeds. This is super, super useful. So let's say that you have a super important coaching opportunity post, or you're going to do a Transformation Tuesday or a Throwback Thursday, or you're posting your challenge group invite that night, okay? Let's say you're going to do it Sunday evening, okay? You want as many eyes on that post as you can get, right? So that means you can do several different things. First of all, you can post something earlier that day that will get a ton of engagement, like asking people for advice, asking a question. Usually videos get more engagement than just posts, but people love giving their 2 cents. Like ask what people's favorite face wash is, or ask what they use to clean their oven, or ask what kind of, baby wash they use, or yogurt. Parenting advice gets the most engagement. Even if you don't really care what kind of soap they use on their baby, you could ask it and everybody would answer, because everybody loves to give parenting advice. And, ask what their favorite flavor of yogurt is. Even if you don't care what their favorite flavor of yogurt, man, say that 5 times fast. Favorite flavor of yogurt. They're going to tell you. And who knows, you might end up finding a new favorite yogurt flavor. You never know. So that is a really great way to boost your engagement. Another thing you can do is change your profile picture. Facebook, for some reason, loves it when people change their profile picture. So change your profile picture, and then every single person who likes or comments on it, send them a message and just, start engaging with them, start building a relationship with them. So first one is consistency. Number 2 is be relevant. You must stay relevant. So this is kind of I was laughing at myself thinking of this analogy, but nobody likes the icky slice of stale bread at the end of the loaf, right? Like they've been eating the same loaf of bread all week long, and that first slice was like, oh man, this is such good bread. I don't eat bread anymore because I had to give up wheat. So thinking about bread, I'm like, oh, bread, I miss you. But so, when you're eating this loaf of bread all week long, and then you get to the last little sliver at the end is all dried out and stale. Like, nobody wants that piece of bread. You can't even call it a piece of bread. It's just like a stale end. And it's the same. Like, nobody wants the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. We have to stay fresh and relevant on our social media. And all of us need to be aware of our market. Like, you need to be aware of your market. I need to be aware of my market. I'm not going to post about politics and football and golf because my following couldn't care less about that stuff. But they love hearing about my baby. They love, hearing about my newest favorite healthy recipe. They love tips for keeping my house organized. They love, what's one I did? I did the applesauce post. That one got tons of engagement. I went live and I was making applesauce and I just was myself. And so be yourself and, figure out ways that you can add value to people's lives. And something super, super important when it comes to fitness and health is that people in your market need to connect healthy living with you. That is what being relevant is as a Beachbody coach. When others want to lose 15 pounds, when they, realize that they want to clean up their diet, when they have their New Year's resolution, you need to be the one that comes to mind. When, somebody has a health and fitness goal, they need to think, I think that she can help me with that. And so, think about that. If you are doing that, if you're the one who comes to mind, when people need to lose that 15 pounds, then awesome, you're staying relevant. And if not, that's okay too. We just have some work to do. And I would be happy to, look at your profile and help you with that. So something that helps me a lot when I'm struggling to post good content is a posting calendar. So I wanted to show you a few different examples of posting calendars that have worked well for me in the past. So if you look here, you can see, like, on Sunday, you can share something inspirational in the morning. And then a celebration Sunday, you could post, like, I don't know, like, man, I didn't have to modify at all in my workout today. That's great. Or you could ask people what they're celebrating. Or you could celebrate a challenger in your challenge group's progress. And then food prep is a good thing to do on Sunday. Coach or a challenge group invite is a good thing to do on Sunday. And then Monday, inspiration, a perk of being a coach, workout video, value. And then and so on and so forth. You can screenshot this or look at the slides. I'll post them in the group page. And then this one, let's see if I can make this one. There you go. Okay. So this one, man, I tried to make it bigger so you could see it. There we go. Okay. So on Monday, this one's great. I love this one. So Monday, motivational quote. And you could make it your own with a selfie. We'll talk about that later. Next, what you're doing right now. Who cares what it is? Just post about it. And then sharing a healthy recipe you made, your workout-related pic, and then a challenge group invite post. Tuesday, your workout-related picture, a picture with your pet or family, what you're doing right now, a friend or coach's fitness transformation, and then a coaching opportunity post. A funny picture of yourself or a funny meme, a new favorite outfit. Let's see, another what you're doing right now. An old picture of you sharing where you started in your journey. That's great for Thursday. Flex Friday, a photo of something you love. It does not have to just be Shakeology selfie, workout selfie, Shakeology selfie, workout selfie. It does not have to be like that. You can get really creative and share, more and better stuff every day. And then the next one that I want to talk to you guys about is posting with a purpose. So it's better to post value less often than garbage more often. Quality is key to keeping people interested in you. And earlier I talked about, it's important to post 3 to 5 times per day on your social media, but if you are, at 3 times and you just have nothing else to say for the day, then don't push it. Like, don't just post a picture of, some flowers. Like, oh, look, here's some flowers that I saw. It's okay to post, but it's it's better to post value less often than garbage more often. And not that flowers are garbage, but we'll talk more about that in a minute. So again, quality is key to keeping people interested in you. All right. So posting with a purpose. Number one, you have to think about what you have to offer to people, okay? And then be predictable, but not too predictable. You want people to get excited to see what the next transformation will be on Tuesday, right? Like Transformation Tuesday. Do it every single week. It doesn't have to be your transformation. It should be, you know, often. But, you know, you can post your challenger's transformation. You can post my transformation. I don't care if you post my transformation, each other's transformations. We can use each other's stories to get more engagement. And then you don't want to post the same 3 things every day. Again, you know, here's my workout selfie, here's my shake, here's my kids. You could be the most interesting person in the world. And if you're sharing those 3 things, people are going to get bored of you. So you have to think about the value that you have to offer to others. What are you interested in? You know, what are you really good at? Like you can post about those things, give people tutorials, give people a lesson in the things that you're really good at. And just really quickly, I just need to say, I probably don't even need to say this because none of you are like this, but the hamper is where the dirty laundry goes, not on social media. Okay. So if you have a really bad day, if you have an experience with a negative person, don't post about it. And if you must post about it, like if you're just like, I have to post about this, either wait until you're over it to post about it and then share what you did to move on with the situation, like find the positive side of the situation. Show your solution, you know, not the negativity. Negativity attracts negative people. You do not want negative people following you. I promise. I've had negative people in my groups in the past, and you just don't want that. So again, if you are beyond it and you can make it funny or you can make it positive, then awesome, share about it. You know, you can spin it in a positive light. So, but don't post something cryptic. Like some people should really know when to keep their mouths shut. You know what I mean? Like all of us have seen those posts. But we have to think about the reactions that we're going to get. Everybody will think that you're referring to them. Everybody who's ever commented on anything that you ever posted is going to think, oh man, I wonder if she's mad that I commented on that. You know, that's negative. You don't want negativity on your page. And that when you post things like that, it has the danger of attracting more negative conversation. And, you know, let's face it, those people who post those kinds of things, they look childish, right? They look passive aggressive. We're adults. Like we're supposed to be cohabitating peacefully. And so if you must post something like that, again, make a positive spin, celebrate the opposite of the behavior that made you mad. So like, let's say somebody told you a big fat lie. Talk about truth. Let's say that somebody cut you off on the freeway. Talk about, you know, the good drivers in your life. I don't know. Just keep it positive. Celebrate the positive things. And then think about what you have to offer. There's a really, really great formula that you can follow. It's called the 3 E's for posting on your social media. So the 3 E's stand for educate, empower, and entertain. So the first one, educate. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I feel like more and more people are super curious. Like more and more people are wanting to learn new things. Like I feel like for a while, our society kind of got bored and lazy. And I feel like now we're coming around to the other side of that. And we're, you know, constantly trying to learn about new things. Like this is super weird, but last night I came across this video of somebody who had split their tongue in half. And like as a body modification, just because she thought it would be cool. And so I was on YouTube for like 2 hours looking at like different videos about trying to wrap my mind around why somebody would modify their body in that sort of way. I found somebody who made their ears like elf ears pretty crazy. But like, I legitimately wanted to understand like why somebody would do that and what's involved, and like, can that kind of stuff be reversed? And so I'm super curious, and more people are just want to learn about stuff, just want to learn. So when I see somebody talking about like a cheap DIY way to whiten your teeth, or how to cook the perfect chicken breast, that's something that I shared about, or like how to clean your mirrors without using nasty chemicals, you better believe I'm going to be watching that stuff, because I love to learn, and so many other people love to learn. So think about this. If you can teach someone something they didn't know before, they're going to respect you. You're going to build credibility and rapport with them. And they're going to be that much more likely to trust you when it comes to their fitness goals. Like, you're going to be the person that they're like, you know what? I know that I can trust her, so I'm going to go to her. Because let's face it, they probably know another Beachbody coach, but you are going to be the one that they come to, because you're the one who's consistently educating them and adding value to their lives. So some ideas of things that you could, share about, just stuff that I've done in the past. I like to go live and share recipes. I like to, like my applesauce post. I already talked about that because it went over so well. But I got on there and I made applesauce on a live video. Another one is whitening your teeth with charcoal. There are, tomorrow I'm going to go live and share about my favorite face mask. I'm going to make it and put it on my face live. So, and other things that you can do, a lot of people make their own laundry detergent. A lot of people make their own cleaning products. Amy Keller went live the other day and talked about paying it forward. And she was talking about how in the Starbucks line, like, it's really empowering and encouraging to pay for somebody else's coffee. And so think about the things that you're good at. Think about the things that you know that you can like add value to somebody else's life, and go live and teach about it. Step 2 in this, the first one was educate. Step 2 is empower. And this one's really important because our country at large is unhappy with their lives. They're bogged down with self-doubt. They're super critical of themselves. They're just generally unhappy. I mean, I see it everywhere and it makes me really sad, but people in our culture need something to look forward to. They need encouragement. They need that empowerment. So what I think about, I'm so sorry. My throat is so dry. Water. Okay. So when I was thinking about this topic, the image of a lighthouse kept coming to me. And really, lighthouses are to alert of dangerous areas in the sea. I found that out today, or important places. But this is how I think about a lighthouse. Like, when ships are out at sea for days and weeks and months at a time, and it gets dark out there, right? Like, it's dark and it's wet and it's lonely, and you'd never have dry socks, and you're probably hungry, and you're eating the same, nasty, stale end of the bread loaf slice of bread, right? Like, it's kind of depressing to be on a ship for a month at a time. But then think about, like, when you've been at sea for a month and you haven't seen other people and you're lonely, and all of a sudden in the distance you see the lighthouse, and it's like, oh, there are people over there, and you know that it's just around the corner, that there's light just around the corner, and you're not going to be on this ship forever, and that you're going to be able to get off the ship and you're going to get a new loaf of bread. And we need something to look forward to in life, right? Lighthouses let them know that they're close to other humans. And you are the lighthouse. When people who follow you on social media are like lost out in the metaphorical sea, you're the beacon of light. Like, you are the one who's giving them something empowering to chew on for the day. On Monday morning, rather than, it's Monday again, Monday sucks, Rather than that, give them something positive. Like, Monday's a new day with new opportunities. Monday is a brand new, time to reach all your goals. Monday's awesome. be the person who encourages them. Be the person who gives them a reason to smile. Give them, a you can do it when they feel like they cannot, in fact, do it. You know what I'm saying? Be the beacon of light. Be the lighthouse, and empower people. Tell them that they can do it. Encourage them. So first, educate, empower, and then entertain is the third one. So this one, honestly, I feel like this one is almost more important than the other three because people love to laugh. People love to see like the ironic, dramatic, ridiculous things, that happen in your day. People love to see when, like I think I talked last week about when I was pregnant and I kept spilling everything. And so I just started posting about all the different stuff that I had spilled and people loved it. Like people loved seeing that I'm just like this ridiculous pregnant lady dropping everything, like spilling everything on the floor. And it was fun. Like it made me laugh. Every time I dropped something on the floor, I literally laughed out loud because it's like, oh my God, like this is happening again. And it gives it gives people something to distract them from the things that are not so great about their lives, right? People love to laugh. So if you I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about, apparently. Okay, my advice to you, that is what I was trying to say, is to keep a file open on your phone. And anytime something makes you laugh out loud, just type it in there and, store it away. Or anytime you see a funny meme, create a pin board on Pinterest, and just pin it on there. And then you'll have like this awesome group of things that you can just post. Like on my Pinterest page, I have 2 hidden boards. One of them is literally called Stuff to Post for Beachbody. And then the other one is called, ridiculousness, because it just makes me laugh. So share or use Pinterest as a place to put all these things in one place. So think about those things: educating, empowering, and entertaining, and always use them when you're crafting your posts. And then finally, I want you guys to think about your why. Why the coaching opportunity? Why did you start the 21-day fix? Why do you love Shakeology? And I don't want to hear, I want to help people, because all of us want to help people. We have to get deeper down into these whys. And then when you figure out your why, I want you to treat every day like a product review, okay? So day 1, today's workout, this is the example of, what today's workout was like, and this was what I loved about it, and this is what I didn't love about it. Share about those things. Recipe, this is what I add to my Shakeology, and this is why I drink it, because it makes me feel amazing. This is what I love about coaching. And one of my challenges to you guys this week is to make a list of 30 things that you love about coaching and then share them over the next 30 days. And then something really practical that you guys can use is no stock photos. Do not share a picture of Chalene Johnson doing PIO. Nobody knows who Chalene Johnson is. Nobody wants to look at her on your social media. They want to look at you. They're following you. So rather than sharing a picture of that, share a picture of you doing PIO. Share a picture of you, doing the 21-day fix. Share a picture of you, making your 21-day fix approved meal. Share your 21-day fix approved snack that you're eating. If you see something that you want to remake, put your face on it. If you see like a quote that you love, don't just like share from that source. Don't just click the share button. Save the picture to your phone and share on your Facebook, or even better yet, take a selfie. Make sure that the lighting is good. Make sure that you're not like, shadows on your face. Like this would not be a good picture. Make sure that there's light that you can see your face, and then use something like Photofy or PicMonkey to put the quote over your picture. Make it you. So, if you aren't sharing with people why you're doing what you're doing, nobody's going to know that they can come to you. So it's really, really important to share consistently, to share quality stuff, to add value to people's lives. When you are taking your pictures, it is very important to craft them so that they're pleasing. I mean, I'm gonna like take a selfie really quick. Nobody wants to see up your nose, okay? Now a better example. Much better. Oh, there we go. Much better. See, there's, no nose hairs, just my face. Well lit. There aren't any weird shadows, except there's kind of a weird one on the side of my nose, but it's not too bad. And I think I would probably use an app to kind of brighten it up a little bit more. But use clear images and make them you. So I wanted to show you really quickly something that I do on a regular basis on PicMonkey, but first your call to action. Your call to action. So number 1, I want you to make a list of 30 things you love about coaching, share them in the Freedom Collective, and then post about them over the next 30 days. And then I also want you to go live once this week adding value. And then remember, I just gave Amy's Pay It Forward video as an example. I thought that was a great, great value post. Okay, so I want to show you really quickly how I erase the background from things on PicMonkey. I do this all the time, and I want you guys to know how to do it. So I'm going to actually show you how to put the overlay first. Okay, so you're going to come over here. This is picmonkey.com. All I did was I went to picmonkey.com. Oh gosh, this might have been a mistake. Okay, there we go. I went to picmonkey.com. I clicked on this butterfly here. I added my own overlay. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. I clicked on the image that I want. And I'm going to click over here on eraser, okay? I'm going to get the biggest eraser size and put it on the biggest hardness for now because I'm just erasing like the most of the background. This just makes it a lot easier. You want to get as close as you can without erasing any of the picture of you. Okay, and now that you've done that part, I'm going to exit out and I'm going to make this bigger so that I can get closer. Okay, now, again, I'm going to go to eraser. I'm going to make the eraser size a little smaller. And again, I'm just going to get as close as I can. I'm not going to be super, super detailed here because I want to be able to do the whole thing, which we might not actually have time for. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to zoom in. You're going to move it to where you can like see a big long part. Like I'm going to do the bottom of my arm so you can see it. Get this out of the way. Again, I'm going to click eraser. I'm going to take this down to a smaller size, and I'm going to make the hardness just a little bit, like maybe 59 or 60. I should probably make this smaller. First, I'm just going to get pretty close. Okay, probably a little closer over here. Okay, and then I'm going to make the eraser hardness a little higher. I'm going to zoom in a little more. Make this smaller, and I'm gonna go like literally right along the edge. Okay, and let's say I say, oops, man, look what I did. I can just click on this part here and I can draw it right back on, okay? And I'm not doing a very clean job. It's kind of rough, but go back to the eraser and make the hardness a little bit less just so I can get a little closer. And again, I'm just gonna try to be as smooth as possible. I'm not doing a very neat job. Let's see. There we go. And then I would probably get a little bit closer than that, but then you can see like I didn't get close enough, but it looks pretty good in the long run. And I'll show you if you want to have this overlay on a transparent background so that you can add it to other stuff. What you can do, you can come over here to this edits. You can choose canvas color and choose transparent and apply it, okay? So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Where are you? Let's do it this way. Well, that didn't help, did it? There we go. So they look like that. There's no background. I'm just gonna open that one up. You can see I got pretty close. It looks pretty neat. And you can use these images over and over and over again. So, all right. So that is our call. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have a really good week. And let me know if you have any questions.